Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. Today we are going to be doing a get ready with me, creating this look that you're currently seeing. I just kind of wanted to hop on after I filmed my get ready with me to say, buckle up, I am all over the place. I am like hopping from topic to topic, kind of just how my brain is working these days. But I just kind of wanted to give you a life update, what's been going on, what is my new job, all of that kind of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoy watching me put on my makeup. And I will see you in a second with a bare face. Welcome to my bare face. We're just going to do my makeup today. I don't have a whole lot to talk about, but I have some, oh my gosh, I don't know if this is going to squeeze out some liquid. These colored bases are a little old, so I'm going to actually use a different brush to pat this out. I'm trying to keep this yellow, like, I think my dog just ran into my door. Oh, he's such a goof. So I'm trying to keep this yellow a little lower on the lid, because I don't need a whole lot, like, past my, like, crease. Lightly put it into my transition, but I don't want to go like too above. Okay, so I had full intentions of doing like a very purple look, but then I put this like one of my favorite shirts. I don't get to wear this to work too often at all anymore. I love this bright yellow shirt and like army green cardigan, some of my favorite kind of colors to wear in clothing, besides black, because black clothing is my 10 out of 10 favorite forever. I think what I'm going to do first is start with this shade here. This is Take a Hint from the Creepy Cute palette by Shroud Cosmetics. And I'm going to take it on this, like, not super big blending brush, but, like, big enough. And I'm just going to pick up a bit of that, coating the brush. And I'm not going to put this, like, in the transition. I'm going to put it a little under where the base makeup is, or the base primer. So I'm thinking of doing this kind of similar to like the style that I've really been enjoying, which is inspired by the blue eyeshadow looks I've been doing, which is like putting one color like in the outer and then fading it into a different color. So I think what I'm going to do is have green out here in the outer portion, and then we're going to go to that yellow. And now that I say that, I don't really care if I get a little above the, or like go up to the top of this eye primer, like the yellow eye primer. So we'll just go up a little ways, not a little while. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to go in with Edge in my Pan That palette, the yellow. I'm not going to show this, I've decided. My Pan That palette update will be coming in the next like week or two. I'll have the date. It should go live somewhere around that day, like plus or minus a few days, just dependent on my schedule. I'm like the attention span of a goldfish all the time, I swear. So I'm tucking this on the very inner corner, like the innermost, like low crease. I think this has a matte yellow in it. Yes. I'm going to take the shade Mango, which is the matte yellow, and I'm going to apply that kind of higher up and connecting the green. So as I was saying, I haven't really talked on my channel about this, but I've talked on my Instagram, like in my Instagram stories. I'm going to take that brush that I was using before with the green, and I'm going to pick up the yellow because I'm going to go like above this area now. And that's because I started a new job, and I know I alluded to it in many videos saying like, oh, I can be more creative with my makeup. You know who has not been creative with their makeup though, going into work? Me. Like, I can be creative on the weekends, or like today is Tuesday and I have the day off. There's no really skirting around it. I want to tell you guys what I'm doing now, and I'm really excited. Any guesses before the great reveal? I'll like let you have a second while I go into my Subculture palette and pick up Destiny to put lower in this crease look, or in the crease work. So Destiny is that matte, like army green, but I think it's nice for like this lower crease work. So now that I've given you a moment to kind of take your guesses, hopefully you didn't just hear Josh burp. He's very loud. He's a very loud burper. So I actually started a job at Ulta, a local Ulta store near me. So it's like totally different from where I was coming from, but I have loved it so much since starting. I just feel like a breath of fresh air all the time. Whenever like I go into work, I'm just like excited to be there. I'm happy to be there. I am really enjoying what I do. And I mean, it's very early. Like this is going to be my 4th week working at the store, my 4th week working at Ulta. And I really, really enjoy it already, like already so much. So what I'm doing, sorry, I know I'm not looking at the camera. It's because I'm like looking at the palette, trying to like figure out what shades I kind of want to put where. So I wanted to use Ornamental, and then I want to go into this palette again and use the yellow shade Lemon. I think that would be like a really pretty look. I've done similar looks to this in the past, with like the yellow going into green. I just went like full tangent. Like I don't know, I don't know what I was talking about. I know I was talking about my job. So I'm one of the managers at the Ulta store close to me. Not there's like a couple stores that are like near me, but I'm working at one of them. And I've really loved it so far. I love the staff that I work with. I think the other managers and like associates are fantastic, and the guests and clients are super nice. It's just been really, 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 really nice to kind of go back to something that I loved and enjoyed before when I worked at bareMinerals, and now I'm like, we're back to the roots. We're going back to what we love and what we enjoy, and I'm so happy about it. My position is the merchandise service coordinator, I believe is like the full title. Yeah, merchandise services coordinator. So what that means is I like am responsible for how the store looks and like getting our truck shipments. It's a lot of like the operations aspect of the store, and I really enjoy it. And like I get to look at makeup all day long and talk to people about makeup all day long, and I like that's like my dream. I had like a notion I was going to apply for like the corporate job, or like a corporate job for Ulta, if Josh ended up moving to Illinois, because that's where their headquarters, like their corporate office, is not far from where he might have to move eventually. So I feel like taking this job at Ulta, like in a store, kind of puts my foot in a little bit if I did want to like do the corporate job ever again. So I just feel like this job has like reignited and re-sparked like so much passion and so much happiness in my life. I'm just so thankful that like it was like a right place, right time kind of opportunity. I feel like I'm so unbelievably thankful for this opportunity. I'm so thankful that I get to do this. Again, like playing with makeup and like organizing makeup is my job. Like I freaking love it. Because I am the like more operations and like how the store looks, like I'm merchandising, so I'm like setting, like making sure the prices are right, making sure the store looks right, making sure like if things need to move, they get moved. And because of that, you have to wake up so early because you have to do it when the store's not open. So I have a lot of early mornings, like, so I'm gonna probably use mostly Project Pan items. I'm so close to finishing this one too. I'm hoping I can get that finished up before the update, I'm like working on my May schedule right now for my uploads and like videos. So if you have anything you want to see, let me know. I'm more than happy to add it to the list. If it's not this month, it'll be next month kind of thing. Again, I don't have a whole lot of to talk about today. So I feel like I'm going to start, like I'm going to go on tangents a little bit. So apologize in advance. I'm going to use my Tom Ford foundation. Gosh, I wake up super early for work, so that was what I was going to say. So I wake up super early for work to get things like set for the store. Like when REM Beauty launched at Ulta, our store was one of the ones that got it. And so I had to I didn't have to wake up, but I woke up at like 3 in the morning so I could get to work by 5. Like, and I like to continue, like, I know that I'm waking up super early to do these things, but I still want to look presentable. Like, I am going to a place of employment that sells makeup, and I want to like look at least a little put together. So I've been really leaning into neutral eyeshadows, except for, I know I posted, what video was that? My Pan Those eyeshadows, last video. This is going on Thursday. The last video you saw was Tuesday. That was my Pan Those eyeshadows. I alluded that on Wednesdays I do like a look with my blue eyeshadow, and that's because the Wednesdays are typically the days that I'm going in to close the store, so I have a little more time in the morning to get ready. I don't have to like rush around at like 4 in the morning putting on my makeup. Because I'm waking up so early, I kind of am just like the basics. Yeah, I really am enjoying what I do. Again, I really enjoy like the staff, the other managers, the employees, like the associates. I really, really enjoy every aspect of it. And like I'm on my feet so much now. I'm like loading up on concealer because like the past week my skin has decided that it didn't like anything that I was doing. I'm trying some new skincare, so I think my skin might be purging a little bit. I don't normally do this much on the everyday, but I just feel like on camera I was looking a little like I needed a little extra. So yeah, I've just been working at Ulta now, and it's a lot of fun. I kind of wanted to just film and like let you know what was going on, where I have been and everything, because I've acquired a few things in the past month, and I think my trash it and cash it is gonna be like kind of insane. Not because I've like bought a bunch of stuff. So, and I'll talk about that in my trash it and cash it series. I wasn't planning on doing like monthly updates for like purchases and like empties. However, because I've gotten a lot of things. All right, going in with my Project Pan powder. This is the Covergirl. I freaking broke the lid off literally the day after I filmed my update putting this in the project. So I'm not going to show you it because I don't want spoilers, because again, that project will be going up in about a week. Or no, that was my... Everything goes up in like a week or 2. I don't know. In my year-long Project Pan, I've been really like... I feel like every update, I'm like, it's not going to be an update, like a great update next month. Sorry, guys. And then like I make a ton of progress and I'm like, no, every update's apparently going to be very exciting for this project this year. However, this next update, I don't think is going to... I say that now. I think I'll have a lot of progress to show, but I won't have like a lot of things rolling out. Even though I'm really working on things, I'm thinking like... I'm just going to give you a teaser. I think I can get this out before the update. I think. Yeah, I already know what primer I'm going to roll in if I finish that primer before the next update. There is a product in there that I did like completely finish, and I already know what I'm going to roll in for it, but again, we'll talk about that. I gave one person a teaser on my Instagram. One person. I responded to a story and I said I finished that kind of product recently. And you can do it too. Which side is this on? I have like a piece of skin. My skin is like not looking great right now. I feel like I am looking not good. Like my skin does not look good right now. And that is one problem, I think, with the Tom Ford foundation is I feel like I need to use a lot of it to get coverage. It's not covered. I don't know what else to say. That's kind of annoying. That's kind of very annoying. It is what it is, but it's annoying. Mary Lou, we're going to use you because I need to get my uses on this so I can roll you out. I'm excited that I put this in my deck of panning, but I'm ready to just like, I want to keep fluctuating through like everything. I want to touch everything in my collection. Large tangent to say, because I'm working at Ulta, I'm like really got to give myself like not restrictions, but I need to like really hammer down on my budget, you know, because I can go real crazy real fast working in a makeup store again. Like I know how I was when I worked at bareMinerals, and it was like my paychecks just got redumped back into work, which is not what I want. I want to be able to save money, clearly, because I have pets, I have a husband, I have like a life I want to live, and I don't need to, I mean, I don't need to, no one needs to buy like a ton of makeup, nobody needs to. We want to, but we don't need it. But I need to put like, not put myself on a no or a low buy, because putting that label on me does not work. It like backfires completely, where I'm like, I'm on a no buy, but I want everything now. Things that I'm like kind of want to be a little bit more restrictive on are like things like eyeshadows, because Lord knows I need freaking more eyeshadows. Like I need a hole in the head right now. And if I'm being quite honest, I'm much more interested in indie eyeshadows right now than I am in like mainstream beauty brands or like big brand beauty brands eyeshadows. So I'm like not tempted in that regard, but I'm sure, I am almost positive something will come out and I'm gonna like immediately be like, ooh, shiny pretty, I want that kind of thing, where I don't need anything. I'm like already struggling with reaching for everything in my collection, and like struggle might not be the right word, but I am already actively working on reaching for everything in my own collection, and I can see how long it's taking me to like reach for every eyeshadow in palettes in my collection, which realistically, I feel like by this point in the year, I should have at least touched everything. Like there's so many things you can like combine together to create eye looks, you know, where I feel like I should have used everything, but I haven't gotten there yet. And I don't want like the more mentality. I want the I am comfortable with what I have and I am happy with what I have mentality. And for the most part, I really have been very content and very happy with my eyeshadow collection as it is. I've purchased like some hair product. I've purchased really just hair product. I did purchase a couple things of makeup, as I mentioned, which I'll talk about in my next video, which will be my Trash It and Cash It. That'll be coming on Sunday. Sunday or Tuesday. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if I want my Shop My Stash to go first, because it'll be the first of the month and I can like film and get my Shop My Stash done like immediately. So it'll probably be Tuesday that you'll see my Trash It and Cash It. But a lot of hair products have come into my collection. I'm like much more interested right now in like hair and skincare than I am like cosmetics. But I've like realized that like the drugstore makeup isn't like exciting me as much as like the higher end or like mid-level high end, you know, like that side of Ulta versus like the drugstore side of Ulta. That's where I'm like, ooh, this is pretty. Ooh, this is kind of pretty. This isn't a brow product that was sent to me via influencer for review, but I do not support this brand. It was sent in a Vox box and I didn't know like all of the items that were being sent to me. So I'm not going to show you the brand. You might be able to tell by the packaging, but I like the component itself. I think once this is like almost empty too, like there's very little in it, which is kind of surprising because I feel like This should have lasted a lot longer than it did. Normally brow products last me a long time because I don't need to do a whole heck of a lot to my brows. That one, not so much. Like normally brow products last me a year plus. That one was like, we're going on like 6 months and it's already done. I'm going to put my mascara and my eyeliners on. I'm going to be using a black pencil line to tightline. I'm going to be using this green to do my waterline. And then I'm thinking a wing would be really pretty. And then mascara, I think I'm like torn between which one I want to use. So I'll let you know in a bit. But let me put these on and I'll be right back. You guys, I realize why my foundation doesn't look as good as it normally does when I go to work. And I am such a doofus. I don't know why. This is definitely sheared out more than normal. I do think that this is like a 2-layer foundation for like a full coverage, but this level, it's really just dawning on me that I'm dumb. I typically use a brush, not this one. This one's I need to wash my prior brushes, but I use a foundation brush typically when I use the Tom Ford foundation, and this time we used a sponge that I'm not going to really do much because this was on the floor, so I need to wash this. But that probably soaked up a good portion of the foundation, and I literally am just now realizing that I talked some crap when I probably shouldn't have. I definitely think it's overpriced for a foundation when the bareMinerals original liquid foundation can do the exact same thing. They sent them back to back in Influencer for me, so I'm like, one of them is like a third of the price and exactly the same product. So why would I spend $90 when I could spend like $30, you know? I'm just going to throw on my brows, which is a brow gel plus the shade Mercury from my Subculture palette, as you can see. Those are my brows. Done. For my lips, I put on the Kylie Cosmetics lip liner in Bare, and then the Rare Beauty in Fearless. Haley's panning that in her, I don't want a project pan, her hardest project pan. I'm about to watch that after I'm done filming this, and I thought this would go really well with a bright eye look, and I think it does. But that is the finished look. This is giving me, what's the palette called? The Sci-Fi Green, Futurism 1 Sci-Fi Green, which was horribly discontinued by Kaleidos. This is like my favorite kind of colors to wear on me, like some gold into like a nice green. Like really the green, I could just live with the green and be totally fine, but I kind of like the two-tone look, especially because it goes with like my green and like yellow that I'm wearing. I know you can't really see it, but yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are staying healthy, sane, and safe. Let me know your favorite color combination to pair on the eyes. Maybe I can pair them together. Don't forget to leave comments on like any video ideas or that you would like to see me do. I'm happy to film any of them. If you want to see a palette tag, if you want to see ranking my whatever, let me know. I will film it for you. But yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you guys are staying healthy, sane, and safe, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!